welcome back to Washington Nationals franchise. Now, where we left off in the first episode of season number 2, we're at June 1st. We're currently 28-32. So honestly, I'll take this. I thought we were going to be kind of mediocre, maybe finish around 500. But if we get on a hot streak, we could push maybe for a wild card spot or at least be in the race, which is very nice in season number 2, considering where we started with with this Nationals team. We ended off last video talking about some of our prospects and how the guys are doing at the major league level. I'm not going to change anything right now, but as we go through and get closer to the draft and trade deadline, we're really going to start looking at some guys and figuring out what we want to do with them. Because a guy like Tanner Houck, who has an 8 ERA, he just cannot keep pitching in our bullpen for the rest of the year unless we decide we're going to tank. But I don't think we really should. But we're going to have to wait and see. And obviously guys like Cade Anderson, we had to drop him back down to AA because his potential went down to a B, and he hasn't progressed any this season. He was really struggling at AAA. So that's not good. I want to look at Eli Willits. He's really killing it at AA. I'm going to keep him at AA just for now. But maybe at the beginning of July or, in the middle of July, we look and see how he's doing, and we might bump him up to AAA. But yeah, not really much more to talk about right now. I plan on, kind of getting through June fairly quickly, and then getting to July, getting to the draft and trade deadline in this episode. So I guess let's just go ahead and get to simming. Win the series against the Rays. Okay. Bottom 9, down 1, James Wood up to bat. Yeah, we got to jump in with James Wood. That's our franchise guy. All right, James Wood, bottom 9, runner at first, 1 out, facing Abner Uribe. Pretty tough reliever. Sinker at the bottom of the zone, a little early. Come on, James. That was the easiest slider to hit of all time, just a little out front. Oh, James. Oh, James. Strike 3. Timing was decent on the slider, just swung through it. Brings up Mark Vientos. He swings through a fastball. Uribe is dicing us up right now. All right, Vientos. Lock it in. Swings over the top of the sinker. 0-2, 2 strikes. Out front on it. Timing is awful to start. Slider. Fouled it off. I think the timing was a little bit better on that one, yeah. Come on, Vientos. Okay. Our 2 best hitters probably swing through easy to hit sliders, and we lose. Okay. Not a great start. Not a great start, if we're being honest. All right. Scouting. I'm going to keep scouting, and when we get to the draft, I'll take you through some of our prospects that I've been looking at, especially the top guys that we're considering taking with our pick. We do have the number 2 overall pick. So, yeah, we can't miss. We cannot miss on this pick. So I'm going to keep doing my scouting, and then later when we get closer to the draft, I'll take you through some of the guys we're thinking about. All right, lose series against the Brewers, that's fine. Lose against Twins. Take the series from the Twins. Another big trade. Mackenzie Gore goes to the Milwaukee Brewers for Luis Pena and Brandon Sproat. I mean, Mackenzie Gore not having the best year on his last year of his deal, and they get Pena, who's the number 6 prospect in all of baseball. Sproat, who's a good young pitcher. I mean, he's 26, but that's still fairly young. I mean, it's not bad. It ain't bad on either side, unless the Brewers don't re-sign Gore, which they probably won't. But if they gave up the number 6 prospect in baseball for a rental, that ain't great. Hey, 4 straight. 4 straight. We'll take that. Yeah, we'll be fine. Sweep the Marlins. Bottom 9. Nah, I kind of want to just get through these months. We take the series from the Padres. We're having a pretty good start to the month of June, if we're being honest. Jake Irvin hurt. He's fine, though. Win the series against the Reds, man. We've won, I think, every series this month until we face the Dodgers. But we do take a game from the Dodgers. That's nice. We lose the series to the Padres. It's okay. We're still hovering around 500, 41 and 42, 9 games back in the division. How far back are we of a wild card spot? Only 3 games back of a wild card spot. I don't think it's crazy to say we could potentially push for one as long as we stay right around 500. Maybe get on a good run in one of the later months. But I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's crazy. Get swept by the Padres. Sweep the Pirates. All right. 4 straight. 5 straight. All right. 46 and 43. Now we're 5.5 games back of the division. And we're half a game back of a wild card spot. This is we're into July. We're 1 week away from the draft. And I think following the draft, we really got to evaluate what we're going to do for the trade deadline. Because if we're going to be playing decent to where we got a chance where we could go, I think we make a couple moves to improve the team right now, but nothing crazy that sacrifices our future. So, we're not trading Eli Willits. We're not trading Cade Anderson. We're not trading any of our pitching prospects unless we absolutely have to. But I think if we could bring in, maybe a starting pitcher, maybe another reliever, just something around the edges to make us look better as a whole, it might be a good idea. It might help us stay in the wild card hunt for a lot longer. Oh, Tigers trade a guy that they acquired last year, Bryson Stott, to the Blue Jays to get shortstop JoJo Parker. He's the 17th ranked prospect in baseball. He's been playing that's his double A stats. Double A stats, he's hitting 240. Ain't bad. Bryson Stott on last year of his deal. He's old. You get one of the top prospects in baseball. I don't hate the deal, but you do have Kevin McGonigal, unless they traded him. I can't remember. And Bryce Rayner, unless they traded him as well. Maybe I'm completely forgetting. But all right. They also acquired Mitch Voigt, a second base prospect, for Jhoan Duran. So all the guys that they got from the Phillies last year, they've just dumped them to the Blue Jays. Which, okay, if you're not contending, not competing, grab some prospects. It's not a bad idea. It's just considering they dumped all the prospects to get these guys. Fairbanks can get out of it. Yeah, no big deal. Harry Ford, strained calf. He's all right. Win the series against the Brewers. Harry Ford, yeah, he's fine. See? All right, win the first 2 against the Pirates, and it is time for the draft. We've got the number 2 pick in the draft. We have to hit on one of our picks. And I think there's 2 really, really good prospects. Maybe 3, but I didn't scout Julius Hiller all the way. But I don't think he's bad, but we should still get a choice out of one of these 2 guys. Willie Batista, he's the number 1 prospect. He's ranked number 1 for our scouts. Can play all the outfield positions. The bat is very solid. The speed and stealing is good. Fielding's okay, could be good. This guy is just all around good. Now, the contact, it's on the low end, but it could, especially against lefties, it projects to be a lot better. Same thing with his power. So his splits are going to be, usual, where he's better versus the opposite-handed pitcher. The speed projects to be very good for an outfielder. So does the fielding ability, because he probably won't be a center fielder, but with the speed and if his fielding pans out, he could be a center fielder. I don't know. But we kind of are in the market for a right fielder, with Dylan Cruz not really doing anything just yet. The other guy we are heavily considering is Ryan Naylor, a catcher. Now, the difference between these two guys is Willie is 21 years old, probably a little more well rounded already, maybe a little more big league ready straight out of the draft, whereas Ryan Naylor's an 18-year-old. But kind of have the same projected overall. Naylor has a little bit wider range on his potential, which does scare me just a little bit. Like, I'm pretty sure Willie Batista is going to be like a maybe 90 to 91 potential with like a 71-ish overall, which is amazing. But Naylor could hit on the low end of his potential and be like an 81, 82 potential guy. I don't know. Because the bat's good. He's going to be a decent hitting catcher. And the fielding projects to, eventually develop into something solid. The base running and speed and all that stuff is garbage, but he's a catcher. Now, the only reason I'm really hoping Willie Batista. Oops. The reason I'm really hoping Willie Batista is there at number 2 is because we have Harry Ford, who's having a good start to the year, and I want to build around him as our catcher. So I don't know. And then you got like Julius Hiller. He's a third baseman, which is a position we're interested in. He's 20. He's got a bigger range because we don't have him scouted 100%. Just really doesn't look that great. I'm kind of not interested in him. We'll throw him on there in case he falls, but definitely won't fall to our next pick. When you go look at some of the pitchers, I didn't scout a lot of pitchers. We have some decent prospects, and I like acquiring pitchers through free agency and trade. That's just usually how I play it. But we did scout some of the guys that we discovered, like Gary Whalen. For pitch mix, per nines don't look great. Throws the ball pretty hard. If he falls to the third or fourth round, we'll probably pick him up. But, Tobias Singh, a lot higher potential, going to be a lot lower overall. 5 pitch mix. Per nines look a little bit better. Throws the ball hard as well. Like, this is a guy, if he falls, we'll definitely look to pick up because of the potential. And then, there's just some more guys that we don't have fully scouted that we discovered that we might take chances on later down in the draft. Same thing with a lot of these guys that we've scouted as well. Like, we have a couple, position players later down in the draft that we might take a chance on. Especially like Pedro Ruiz is a guy that I'm really thinking about taking. Really good potential. Overall is going to be really low, but that potential is there. Now, he is 22, so not as much time to develop, but definitely an interesting pick if he's there in round 3. Hopefully, I doubt it, though. Kind of same thing with like Otto Schaefer, Dwayne Venner, however you want to pronounce it. And then we have a discovered center fielder. Doesn't look very good, but should be there for a while if we want to take a chance on him. We have a lot of guys scouted, and hopefully our boy Willie Batista falls to number 2, because that's who I think I'm leaning towards. If he goes 1, we're going to take Naylor, more than likely, and hope he hits the top end of his potential. It is time for the draft. The Rockies are on the board with the number 1 pick. We have the number 2 pick, White Sox number 3. Who are they taking number 1 overall? Diego Mercado. Willie Batista is a Washington National. I don't think we have to think about this one too hard. I just think he's probably the best player in the draft. Now, even if he does end up being like 86, 87 potential, that's still pretty solid considering he's going to start out at a decent overall. I like our chances. I like our chances with an outfielder over a catcher. I think Willie Batista is the sure deal. So we are picking Willie Batista, number 2 overall. I think that's a great pick. You may think I'm dumb, if you're an expert in franchise scouting and drafting, but I think it's a solid pick. And Julius Hiller does go number 3 to the White Sox. We're going to send to our next pick, and then we'll go look. Does any of these guys we scouted go? Ryan Naylor goes 9 to the Miami Marlins. Nick Rouse is the first baseman we scouted, but power was not great. I don't really think, we're missing too many people that we, looked at. Our scouted center fielder does go to the Mariners. But that's okay. We could go starting pitcher. We got Gary Whalen, Hank German, Tobias Singh. I think Tobias Singh's probably the best of the scouted guys just because the potential could be good. Is there any other position players that are still available? Pedro Ruiz. I really like what I'm seeing from him. I really do. Lawrence Spencer, I just don't think it's going to be that good. I think a lot of our pitchers are going to fall because they're discovered prospects. I kind of think we just take Ruiz. Now, the bat, he's got decent power. Fielding's all right. Lefty, third baseman. I like taking a chance on the potential. I don't think he makes it to our 3rd round pick. So I'm going to take Pedro Ruiz, and hopefully Tobias Singh drops to the 3rd round so we can take him and get ourselves a nice starter as well. But Pedro Ruiz is going to be our 2nd pick. Really high potential, older. Maybe he develops. I hope so. We'll just have to see. And our 3rd round pick, Tobias Singh, is still on the board. So are these shortstops. Dwayne Venner, the bat's just awful. Fielding projects like it's going to develop. We don't have a lot of time to make this pick. Same thing with Schaefer. I kind of just think we go Tobias Singh. The potential, 18 years old. He's got plenty of time to develop. Get ourselves another starting pitcher prospect. Tobias Singh, our 3rd round pick. So we go to the 4th round. Gary Whalen is the only guy still on our board that we have really looked at outside of a lot of these starting pitchers. Yeah. So I think we just... I mean, we can go through and look. We don't have much time to do this, but... Felipe De La Cruz don't look bad. Oh, the scouted first baseman or discovered first baseman, he don't look bad. We didn't scout him. I don't really like Whalen, so let's take a chance on Wayne Benedict. If he doesn't pan out to be anything, it's okay. It's okay. And see, Gary Whalen's still on the board. We'll take Gary Whalen in round number 5. Round number 6, we still have Chris Wetzel on the board. 4-pitch mix. Per 9s project to be like they'll be all right. We'll take Chris Wetzel in the 6th round. We got 3 position players, 3 starting pitchers. I really do like what we did in the draft. We'll have to see, what they actually look like. But I think we might have had a pretty good draft. Oh, big trade. O'Neal Cruz to the Baltimore Orioles for Nate George and Cody O'Neill. Cody O'Neill, 60 overall, B potential 18-year-old reliever. Nate George, 20-year-old B potential center fielder. He's the number 54 prospect in baseball. O'Neal Cruz has 2 years left on his deal before he hits 30 years old. Okay. I don't hate it for the Pirates. It's kind of what they do. Just trade away all their really good talent before having to pay them, and they get prospects. Not awful. Another big trade. Brandon Lau goes to the Dodgers. Yeah, the Pirates are having a fire sale. They get Eduardo Quintero, 18th prospect in baseball, 21 years old, a potential center fielder. So they're loading up on outfield prospects. This is a great get for them. Brandon Lau is getting older. This is a very good trade for the Pirates, in my opinion. Now we got to go sign our draft picks. We'll look at the All-Star rosters first. In the National League, it was Paulsky, Skubal, Imanaga, Burns, Sale, and Otani. Andre Granillo was an all-star for us in our bullpen. Does that mean like we don't have any other all-stars? No, Fairbanks is an all-star. Okay, our bullpen. This is not what we would have had last year. Same guys you'd be used to seeing in the bullpen. Catcher, Baldwin, Goodman, Jeffers, Harper, Michael Bush, Matt Olson, Josh Bell, Terang, and Weatherholt. Weatherholt makes an all-star game in his second season. Bregman, Dason Croes. He's 27-year-old, 66 overall. He had 30 at-bats, and he's an all-star. Okay. Betts and Lindor. James Wood does make the all-star team, as he should. He has 29 homers. He's hitting .301. But Juan Soto has 29 homers and hitting .329. James Wood does have 88 RBIs at the all-star break. Crazy. Yeah. All right. Nice. We had 3 all-stars, Fairbanks, Granillo, and James Wood. Oh, we have 20 Who's on our active roster? That shouldn't be. Who came back from injury? I don't remember. All right. But I guess this is a good time for us to look at our roster and see what we want to do and who are we willing to give up. We got Lauer. Could be a lot better. Brad Lord's solid. Hers, Houck. He's got it down to a 6 ERA from the 8 it was. Mitchell Parker's not bad. Cavalli's injured, or I would bring him up. How long is he injured for? 3 to 4 more weeks? Jake Irvin having a solid season. Cade Anderson, 5 ERA at AA. I mean, he has gone up in overall, but that's not great, man. Cade, I'm going to need you to do a little bit more for me. Josiah Gray, not having a bad season at AAA. Luis Perales is low-key balling at AAA. Susana's got a 4.6 at AAA. He's only throwing 37 innings, so I'm going to keep him there. Hopefully he can figure it out. Sakura is still balling at AA. I don't want to bring him up, if I'm being honest. Like, I really don't, unless we promote. I kind of think we just keep him at AA for now. Clemmy is still pitching very well at AA. How's our draft picks from last year doing? Mauricio Ortiz, definitely figuring it out at AA. He's up to a 65 overall. He's got 3.4 ERA, looking pretty good. Marcel Burke, 3.4 ERA, up to a 64 overall from a 61. We will take that. We will take that. Now, I think we definitely need somebody else in the rotation. Bullpen is actually not bad. Not bad. Cole Henry and Hamilton are not great, but Fairbanks, Beater are balling. So maybe if we add another arm and get rid of Hamilton or Henry and add another arm to the rotation, I think we would be looking a lot better. Catching-wise, Kabert, limited action, not bad. But Harry Ford, over 300 at-bats, 250 average, 13 homers. He's not really – I mean, he's up to 74, but he's not growing crazy. He's got a 750 OPS. We will definitely take that from a young catcher. Chaparro, in his 300 at-bats, man, he's hitting almost 300. Why is this dude so good? It makes no sense. Our first-round pick from last year, Lamont Ferreira, he's up to a 61 overall. He's hitting 240 with 13 homers at AA. Okay. Luis Garcia is still balling out. This is interesting because coming into the season, I was fully expecting to trade Luis Garcia Jr. at the trade deadline because he's on his last year of his deal. He's good potential. He's still young. I thought we could have got a pretty decent-sized haul for him. But, man, I don't think we trade him because we're in the mix. I wouldn't hate to give him a 2 or 3 year extension. I really wouldn't if it's not crazy money. Romy's been terrible. Vientos really hasn't been that great. He does have 16 homers. Brady House is kind of cooled off. Is 640 OPS, not great. Jose Tena limited run, looking pretty good. Nasim Nunez is balling out. He's a guy we might look to move. I don't think we should, but it's interesting. It's interesting. Eli Willits, man, he's still killing it in Double A. This is awesome to see. Seaver King not having a great year at AAA. Had a really good year last year, a lot of progression, and it's just not there. James Wood obviously killing it. Dalen Lyle, he's killing it. Jacob Young having a good year. Robert Hassel struggling in his limited run. That's not surprising. Dylan Cruz, man. Dylan Cruz. He's up to a 76. But, man. 88 games. He's got 14 doubles, 6 homers, 74 strikeouts. Hitting 211, 591 OPS. Yeah. The writing's on the wall for Dylan Cruz, man. Willie Batista's coming to take that spot. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. He's just not doing anything. So maybe we go out and no. We don't really need to, because we can play Dalen Lyle in right field and let James Wood play left and let somebody else DH. If we put Lyle in right, Wood in left, let somebody else DH, we don't have to play Dylan Cruz, and we've got him and Robert Hassel as backup outfielders. I really don't think we trade for anything offensive-wise. I really don't. I think the offense is pretty solid where it is. I think if we just add a couple more solid pitchers, we're going to have a pretty good team for the rest of the year. All right, I've gone through, looked at the trade blocks, and looked at some teams and found us 4 pitchers that I think would make a lot of sense for us to bring in. First up is Jeffrey Springs for the Athletics. He's got a 2.9 ERA. He was already on the trade block, so they're looking to move him. He is in the last year of his contract, so it's an expiring deal. It's a rental, so I don't think we should have to pay too much to bring him in, but he's having a great season. I think this would be a very solid starter for us. Second is River Ryan of the Dodgers. He's currently in AAA for the Dodgers, but he has a 2.9 ERA in AAA over 80 innings. He was on the trade block. He's only 28 years old. He's not had much MLB experience, so we would have him under control for many, many years. And I just kind of think he's pretty solid. In the limited MLB experience he's had, he's been very, very solid. Pitch mix is good. I think this is a guy we could bring in for pretty cheap, considering the Dodgers are already trying to move him. And he could be in our rotation for a couple years. Reliever-wise, we got Brock Burke on the Angels. Not a very high overall, only a 71, but he's got a 2.7 ERA over 50 innings. Not much, nothing too special about Brock Burke. He's just having a very, very good season. 2.7 ERA, 1.2 WHIP, and he's on an expiring contract. So again, another reliever rental. Same thing with Hunter Harvey, a righty reliever, 3.7 ERA for the Pirates. We know they're already trying to trade people. Expiring contract. It's just kind of the same thing. A couple relievers that I think would be very solid additions to the bullpen on expiring deals that would be very cheap to get, and a couple starting pitchers that shouldn't be that hard to trade for. I'm not going to offer any trades just yet. I'm going to go a few days, see if we get any offers from these teams for these guys, and then if not, I'll go in and offer my own trades. DJ Hers, we go to simulate, and he is out for 1 to 2 months. Okay. Now is when I wish Cade Cavalli was healthy, because he'd come up and be perfect. We'll move up Josiah Gray. Jake Irvin, he's pitched well this year. He can get a rotation spot. Josiah Gray can be a long reliever for us. I like that. Yeah, he just keeps going up. He keeps getting better. I think Willie Batiste is going to be a stud, man. I think we made a good choice if he decides to sign with us. All right, we got Tobias Singh to sign. Pedro Ruiz, will you sign, please? He does. Nice. Okay. Who do I think's better out of any of these guys? I don't know. But we can get Waylon up to 50% for just one 2-day span. Oh, man, we're losing now. It's 53 and 52. We don't have anybody to trade away is the thing. I don't think we have anybody to trade away. Like Luis Garcia Jr. is our only, expiring contract that I really care about. Yeah, he's the only expiring contract. The rest of these guys are under arbitration. And I kind of want to bring him back. How expensive would it be to bring him back on like a 3-year deal? Or 2 years? 2-year deal would be $13.8 a year. So we're talking $27.5 million. I think we do it. I think we extend him for 2 years. We're not committing to him long term. So if he doesn't work out, we can still trade him. But we know he's still going to be on the team for the next couple of seasons. We don't have to worry about it. It's pretty cheap. I mean, it eats into our money just a little bit. But again, I don't think we're going to be giant spenders in the offseason. We might go after one big time arm, but I think that might be it. So I'm going to offer this, and he says yes, and we brought back Luis Garcia. We're not trading him. The rest of these guys are under arbitration. I don't think we have any reason to trade guys away. I really don't. Willie Batista is going to be a stud, dude. Oh, he's going to be so good. His potential and his overall just keeps going up. And he signs Willie Batista. Oh, man, please don't be lying to me. All I'm asking for is that these numbers are not lying to me. Clayton Beater, yeah, cool. He's fine. We win 2 against the Blue Jays, and now we're back to being 3 games above 500. This team is so confusing, man. Gary Whalen, do you want to sign with us? He does. Okay, so now it's just Chris Wetzel and Wayne Benedict. All right, so we still have no trade offers from any of these teams, which is, it ain't great. We put them at 1. They'll both be over 50% next, whatever you want to call it, after the next 2-day cycle. So we still have no offers on these guys that we were going to look after. So I'm going to try and go trade for them. We want to go talk to the Dodgers. Because look at this rotation, man. They got Ohtani, Yamamoto, Glasnow, Snell, Sheehan, Sasaki, Wrobleski. Then you get to River Ryan. They're looking for first baseman, third baseman, and left fielders. So I will give you... Dude, do we give them Chaparro? No. I'll give you... Bernabel. They're going to say no to this so fast. Bernabel. Trey Lipscomb. I'd love to give them Joey Weimer. Do they want Joey Weimer? We'll ask if they want Joey Weimer. I'll give you those 3 guys for River Ryan because none of them are going to play for me. They're going to say no. I know they're going to say no. I just do. I'm also going to offer a trade for Brock Burke and try and bring him in for the rest of the year. We only have 2 lefty relievers in the whole bullpen. So getting another one in here would be nice. They're looking for young prospects. Starting pitching-wise, we got guys we could offer them. But I don't want to give them any of our top guys. Obviously not. I'll give you Luis Marte. He's a 21-year-old B potential 56 overall. What do you think of that? No, that should be plenty. We'll give you Luis Marte, a very low overall B potential starting pitcher for an expiring deal on a reliever. What do you think of that? Okay. Yeah, they didn't want those guys. Shocker. I don't know what to do for River Ryan. I really don't. I don't know what we give up to get him. Okay, we got Brock Burke. Listen, Luis Marte was just never just never going to develop enough to play for us. He was way too low overall to play for us. So I don't mind giving him up. I know that's probably, way too much to give up for an expiring reliever, but we got way too many good starting pitching prospects that he just really didn't matter for our organization. All right, now that we got Brock Burke, I'm going to send Josiah Gray down. He doesn't want to go down. DFA. I don't want you on the team anymore. We have no use for you, Josiah Gray. I'm sorry. I don't want Brock Burke in a long relief role, but we don't have any other. Okay. So maybe I should have left Josiah Gray up and, probably, sent down like Henry because he's the worst reliever we have. Probably should have done that. But here's what we can do. Cole Henry down to AAA. And Andrew Alvarez. Welcome back to the big leagues, buddy. Now we go here. Now we got Brock Burke. No, Granillo. There we go. Brock Burke in a middle relief role. And we got Andrew Alvarez as our long reliever. I like that because Jake Irvin's still having a pretty good year. I mean, Tanner Houck's still struggling, but he has been pitching a lot better. His ERA is down to a 5.6. Willie Benedict does not want to sign just yet. Chris Wetzel has decided to sign. So now we just need Wayne Benedict to sign with us. Now, I don't know if he's going to be any good, so it really doesn't matter. I don't know. Maybe Jeffrey Springs. Maybe Jeffrey Springs is easier to trade for. No, I want Jeffrey Springs. They want relievers and second baseman. Well, I'll give you Cole Henry since we just DFA'd him or sent him down. I'll give you Cole Henry. And I'll give you Jorbit Vivas. Cole Henry and Jorbit Vivas for Jeffrey Springs. What do you say? All right, today's the trade deadline, and they didn't give us an answer. So, as soon as we sim through this day, we're going to get an answer if they accept that trade or not. I'm worried they're not going to. Accept it. So, let's go look at the block, see what starting pitchers are on the block. Brandon Woodruff makes too much money. Same thing with Framber. Jose Soriano's just been really bad this year. DeGrom, too much money. Tyler Mahle, I don't want to pay $14 million for him. Robleski, I just don't know if he's really a starter. Yeah, 52 stamina. I just don't think he really is a starter. Aaron Savali makes $15 million a year. We'd be on the hook for 2 years. I don't know about that. Grant Holmes, he's in AAA for the Braves, having a good year. Maybe we go try and get him. But I don't know what to get. Like, I don't know what to offer. I don't want to offer anything crazy. I will. If you want to trade Grant Holmes, what do you want? Left field, shortstop. We got Devin Fitzgerald down here. He's a 61 overall, B potential, 21 years old. We also have Seaver King, who's 23 with B potential, and we have Eli Willits, who we know is the future of our shortstop position. Is it the worst thing to offer Fitzgerald, a young B potential shortstop, for Grant Holmes? Grant Holmes has this year and 4 more years of control. Has been a solid big league starter. Nothing crazy. The reason I want to offer this is because I think they would accept it. I don't know if we're getting Jeffrey Springs, and I think if we offered this, we would get Grant Holmes to add to our rotation. At shortstop, they have guys that's going to play over them. over Fitzgerald. So they're really probably thinking they want starting shortstops. So actually, they might not accept it. They might not accept it. Maybe if we offer them Sergio Alcantara, since he is a higher overall than any of the shortstops they currently have, they might be more enticed. I don't know if we should offer Alcantara or Fitzgerald. I think Fitzgerald. I'm going to offer Alcantara. You know, we saved the B potential prospect. He's a higher overall than any shortstop they currently have. Maybe that's what they're looking for. I just hope they say yes. I hope they say yes. We need one of these two relievers. We really do. But it comes down to this. We got to simulate through the trade deadline and see if we get anybody. Oh, we did not get Jeffrey Springs. Okay. Yeah, I didn't figure. I mean, these two guys are just not good enough. Oh, and we didn't get Grant Holmes either. So we didn't get any starting pitching. But we did get Brock Burke to add to the bullpen. Yeah. Listen, I just think I played it way too conservative when it came to trading for guys. I just don't think we offered up enough. I was scared, okay? I was scared. I don't want to get rid of a lot of our prospects when I think we're probably going to go through August and September and be bad and not even have a chance at making playoffs, if I'm being completely honest. I did not want to give up a lot of our guys when I know deep down we probably didn't have a chance. We're just going to offer the rest of our bonus to Wayne Benedict and hope he signs. All right, he does. So we signed all of our prospects. And we're going to see what they look like. August 1st, we can win it with Dalen Lyle. You know what? We hadn't jumped into a game. We've jumped into one game this episode. Let's jump into this one. Then we can view our draft picks, and that's going to do it for this episode. Dalen Lyle, runner at third, 1 out versus Raisel Iglesias. Little out front on the sinker. He's hitting .214 with runners in scoring position this season. He's .281 on the year. Gets a fastball. That's going to get the run home. 97 speed on third. That's going to tie the game. Good job, Dalen Lyle. Brings in Nasim Nunez. Tie game. Now James Wood can win it. 960 OPS, 30 homers, 301 or whatever I was trying to say. He's having an amazing year, and that's going to be a strike. I just know that's going to be a strike. That definitely caught the zone. Barely, though. I thought it caught the zone by a lot more than that. Nope, that's ball down. Come on, James. Ball two. Ball two. They don't want to pitch to him, which I don't blame him. He gets a fastball upstairs. Good timing and everything. He just swings through it. No, that's ball in. Ball in. Luis Garcia on deck. 3-2 count to James Wood. Fastball right down the middle. Puts a good swing on it. Just grounds it to the shortstop. Timing was good. Everything. He just grounded out. We're just going to get back to simulating. Bottom 10th, 1 out. Mark Vientos up. Luis Garcia on first base. Vientos 700 OPS. Not what we really expected from him, if we're being completely honest. I thought he'd be a little bit better. All right, if I'm being honest, I didn't know Kyle Backus threw like this. Backus, however you want to say it. So that kind of threw me off. That threw me off. All right, 0-2 on Vientos. Come on, man. Oh, that changeup was so slow. Okay. You know what? I'll take the blame for that. That was really bad. Harry Ford, 16 homers. He's got a 780 OPS on the year. He is having an amazing season. This is more than we could have imagined for his first full MLB season. Got a chance to win the game, at least extend it for another batter. On one outside. I really didn't think Harry Ford would turn into this good of a hitter, especially this early in his career. Hopefully he keeps building on it. Dude, the changeup is so slow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on, Harry Ford. You got it. No, no chance. I didn't stand a chance facing him. Well, we lose to the Phillies. That's all right, I guess. Comes down to this right now. Did we hit on our draft class? Did we hit on our draft class? Everything tells me we did. Everything tells me we did. I'm just hoping I'm not getting lured into a false sense of security. Let's look at it. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What a class. What a class. Willie Batista, 76 overall, 94 potential. He's already the same overall as Dylan Cruz, straight out of the draft. Lefty killer. Fielding is solid already. Speed and stealing are good. Arm strength all right. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness we got ourselves a stud. He's from the Dominican. He's 6'2", 225. We should have known he was going to be good. Willie Batista, what a stud. Pedro Ruiz, a 59 overall with 92 potential. I think this guy has a chance at becoming something pretty solid. Now, he is already 22, and he's 5'8", but he's got, 92 potential? 92 potential, 59 overall. He's old, but he's got good potential. The rest of our guys are 18 and 19. Tobias Singh is a 58 overall with 93 potential. He is a stud. Great 5-pitch mix, 18 years old, 6'3". We hit on another guy. These first three guys, now you can argue Pedro Ruiz is a bad pick, but the potential's there. I wouldn't change. I wouldn't change the pick considering who else was left on the board. Wayne Benedict and Gary Whalen, okay. Wayne Benedict, not going to be good. He's a 48 overall. He is 18, though, so he's got time. He's got 84 potential, so maybe, but highly doubt it. Gary Whalen, 63 overall with 82 potential. 18 years old as well. I mean, he's got time to develop, but potential's not very high. And then Chris Wetzel, 19 years old with 91 potential, 56 overall. I think this is another solid pick. 6'4", 19 years old, 91 potential. So we got 4 out of our 6 picks had 91 plus potential. You can't ask for anything better than that. Cannot ask for anything better than that. Willie Batista is a stud. But now we're through the trade deadline, through our draft, sitting here in the start of August, 58-56. You know, we didn't really improve much. We didn't get a lot worse. We're 1.5 games out of a wild card spot, so it's not impossible. It's not impossible. But if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everybody that watches this franchise content. I enjoy making it, so I'm hoping you're enjoying watching it. But that's it for now. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.